Hello there, this is Maya from geographic, and in this video we'll be talking about Qgis, that's a quantum geographic information system. So I'll be taking you through installation and navigating through the interface of Qgis. You don't know what you're actually going to get from this video, so watch to the end. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So guys, here we are in the QGIS environment. But before we do anything further, I want to quickly show us how we can get QGIS installed on our system, on our machine. So what you can do is to go to your web browser. So in your web browser, you can quickly search for, using your search engine, you can search for QGIS download. So when you enter this particular window here, we are actually interested in the download QGIS. So I will select that. So when you select that, it's going to take you to another window that you can actually download the version of QGIS that you actually want. So here you can see we have different options. So you can see you have the QGIS OSU 4W network installer. We also have the standalone installer. So these are the major two release of Qgis. So you have the network installer and the standalone installer. So before I talk about this, I want to quickly show us something. So here you have two major release of Qgis. You have the latest release and the long-term release. So the latest release, it's Qgis versions that come out every 4 months. So if you download and install one today for the latest release, and another 4 months, the version would have been updated. So you might want to update that current version. So for the long-term release, the long-term release is actually for a year. So when you download this one, you can actually use it for a year, and it can fix bugs and the likes, and it also comes with updates. So I want to quickly show you something. So if you look at the major advantages, that the long-term release is recommended for corporate and academic use. Like I said, it's released once per year. So it also helps you to fix bugs and the like for at least a year, and then the features and users will remain unchanged. And if you look at the latest release, you see it contains newly developed and tested features. So like I said, it's released every 4 months. So yeah, if you want to stay up to date with latest developments, including the features, you might want to go for this. But for this training, we'll be looking at we'll be using the long-term release. So again, on Windows, there are two different ways you can install QGIS. So you have the standalone installer and the OSU network installer. So in the standalone installer, you can actually download one big file size of 280 MB or approximately 300 MB that comes with QGIS release, the another package which is the GRASS GIS, which is the Geographic Resource Analysis Support System, as well as SAGA, which stands for System for Automated Geoscientific Analysis. So yeah, when you download this file, you have these packages that comes with it. But for the network installer, which is the second one, you just need to download a file of very small size. So in the process of installing it, what happens is that QGIS will connect to the internet. So while connected to the internet, it helps you to download the necessary packages that needed to be that you need to use in the QGIS environment for your spatial data analysis. So like you have in this interface here, like I said, so we'll be working with the network installer. So you can see we have the latest version, like I said, 3.2.4. Then you have the standard installer 3.22. So we might want to use this one because we want to download that. My network is not strong, so if I click on this, so it's going to take you to another home page or a web page. So you can see, so if you look at your bottom left corner of your screen, you can see it is downloading. So my network is poor, so I have it installed already on my machine, so it is it here already. So to check the latest version, you can go to app, the version you're using, then check QGIS version. So you can see I'm using version 3.22.4, and like I said, if you look at this bullet points here, you can see you have the available long-term release 2.2.4, which I'm actually using here, and you also have the latest available version 3.24.0. So I actually downloaded this some months back, like 3 months back. So you can see you have the latest version again, 3.2.4. But since I'm using the long-term release, I don't need to download it, so we'll be working with the long-term release over here. So while your file is downloading, after the download, you can go to your download folder on your machine. So here you have you can see this is an unconfirmed download, it's still downloading. So you can add your file here, then you can just right click and install, or double click and install, just like you're installing any other necessary software like your MS Word, Adobe Photoshop, and the rest. So let's go to the environment itself. So here we are in Qgis environment. So guys, what you have here in at the topmost part of the screen is your menu bar. So your menu bar, you have the project menu, the edit menu, view, layer, settings, plugins, vector, raster, web, mesh, and up. So in this particular menu, you'll be using the layer menu very much, because there you'll be creating your layer, your shapefile, your package, and also you'll be adding your data, be it vector or raster or CSV file, the case may be, or data from the internet like your web map service and the rest. So you'll be using this the layer tab a lot. So below the menu bar, you have your toolbar. So here you can access different tools for different functionalities. So if you actually select this empty space here, you use your mouse, you right click, so you have options to activate and deactivate the tools that you want to use, and also the panels that you want to actually work with. So here you can see under my panel bar here, you have the browser panel activated and the layer panel activated. So if I find it necessary to use other panel, any other panel, and I can come in and activate that panel. So if let's assume I click on MC layer order styling panel. So if you look at this window here, you can see it's activated here. So this is your layer order panel. So I'll go back and select it. So you can see you just have the layer and browser panel. So as you have here, the browser and layer panel. So you can actually come here and select the panel that you want to work with. So again, you have your toolbar. So under your toolbars, you have resource sharing, advanced digitizing. So here also you can actually highlight the toolbar that you actually want to work with. So now when you select or deselect any of these, they should come up here in this particular window. So now here, this is your label toolbar that can help you to manipulate your label of your vector data. So this is your label toolbar. So watch it, I will deselect it, label toolbar. So you can see you can't find it any longer. So I will come back and activate it, so you can see. So here, any toolbar you select at all is going to come to this window. So you can right click on an empty space to highlight and remove, deselect any toolbar that you want. So at the left hand side of the screen is where you have both your layer panel and your browser panel. So you can see I have the layer panel here, then I have the browser panel. So in your browser panel, this panel actually helps you to access your data from your computer, either from your computer or from the internet. So here you can see you have the file paths taking you to machine. So here you can also access different data if you have this data on your machine at all. So you can also use your web map service here, or you can get data from PostGIS, GeoPackage, as the case may be. So your browser panel helps you to access data in your machine or in the internet. So also using this XYZ tiles, you're going to be using base map a lot in QGIS. So using this XYZ tiles, you can access different base maps. So by default, you should have the OpenStreetMap. So I actually added this other base map myself. So what you just need is to get the link, then you can actually bring that in by selecting new connection. So you put the link and the name, you're going to have that base map here. So I brought this in myself. So your browser panel helps you to access your data, it's your vector and raster data, raster file. So your layer panel helps you to visualize the layers that you're actually working with, be it point data, be it linear data or polygon data, or the raster file. So here you're going to see or visualize the panel, the shapefile you're working with currently in your QGIS environment. So let me quickly bring in a data. Let me bring in one vector data. So when I bring in that data, you are going to visualize them here in the layer panel. So okay. So in this window, let me bring this data. Open, add, close. So you can see these are point data, point vector data. So you can see now your layer panel helps you to know the data you're actually working with. So if I go to my browser panel and bring in any base map, let me say OpenStreetMap, I can drag and drop to the map canvas. This is the map canvas here. So you can see it is now added to the layer panel. So like I said, the layer panel helps you to visualize the data that you're actually working with, be it vector data or raster data. So again, you can actually use this option here to actually move your panel. So you can see. So now I can move my panel on top of each other. So when I move it on top of each other, you have the tabs beneath the screen here. So if I can also make it like I can view it one at the top, the browser panel at the top, and the layer panel below. So you can see it this way. So instead of the two tabs, then I can view them simultaneously, both of them simultaneously. So you can see this way. So this is the option for you to change your view. So I can again bring it. So I'll drag it to the top. So I can view it. I can just click this tab to activate any of the one I want to work with. So here, that's your layer and browser panel. So on this screen you have your map canvas. So this is you are going to visualize the data you're actually working with. So any data you're working with in your layer panel, so your map canvas is the environment that you view your data. So you can see what you're actually working with. So beneath the screen, the QGIS environment, you have the status bar. So the status bar visualize the coordinates. So you can see the coordinates you are currently working with. So you can see this is in WGS longitude and latitude. So if you are working with UTM, you can also view that data here in meters. So beside the coordinates, you also have the scale. So when I use my mouse to zoom in and zoom out, you can see that you have the scale to change as I zoom in and zoom out. So it's helps to visualize the current scale that you're working with. So the magnifier also helps you to view data at a larger scale. So if I increase this, you can see. So you can see that your point data is getting bigger based on the fact that you have that data at 300% magnifier. So if I change this back to 100%, which is always which is advisable as the default, so you can view it how it is originally. So beside the magnifier, you have the rotation. So probably you find the need to actually rotate your data you're working with at all. You can use this rotation to do that. So you can see as I'm changing the angle, the map, the data I have in my map canvas is rotating. So the render, when you deselect this, let me zoom out. So you notice that you have a kind of a blurry map as your point data and the base map. So when you at different scales at every zoom level, you need to activate this render to view your data properly. So you can see at different scale and zoom level, I can view my data properly. So here the EPSG code helps you to visualize the current referencing system you're working with, the coordinate reference system you're working with. So as it is here, I'm currently working with WGS 84. So you can actually select this and change the coordinate system, or you project your project into another coordinate system. So you can see I might decide to change this to Mina ATM. So this best suits your area that you're interested in, or your own region. So as I'm in Nigeria, I can decide to change this to Mina, that's 31 degrees north. So let me leave this as WGS84. So in other version of Qgis, you can find the processing toolbox at the right hand side of the screen. For you to activate that, you can just go to the plugins, manage plugins. So when that comes up, so plugins generally help you to bring in packages that can help you to work with your data. There's different functionalities that you can help you to work with both your raster and the vector data. So you have to be connected to the internet for you to access these plugins. So you can see here you have hundreds of plugins available for use in Qgis. So because Qgis is open source, you don't have to pay for it. So you have people contributing to building plugin tools to help you to automate workflows, to help you to analyze data efficiently, and to improve efficiency. So you have different plugins. So yeah, I'm going to search for the processing toolbox. Okay, processing. Okay, let me enter. Oh, let me abort this. Abort. Is actually trying to install multiple plugin. So, I'm interested in. Oh, why is this coming up? Okay. So I'm actually interested in the processing toolbox. So let me go back. Let me search for toolbox. Though you should have the processing toolbox. Yeah, don't know why it's not coming up. Oh, let me check my installed. Let me check my installed plugins. Okay, it's still coming up. So you see, I have 21 plugins. I don't know why I can't view them here. So yeah, you should actually want to show you what I'm talking about. So let me cancel this. I think I have another Qgis open. Let me show you. Okay, so this is one project I'm actually working on. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the processing toolbox. So you find it at the right hand side of the screen. So here in the processing toolbox, you can actually access different tools for use in the Qgis environment. So you also have the GDAL tools that is integrated in the Qgis environment, the grass tool and the saga tool, the case may be. So for you to use any tool at all, you can just use the search. So you can type what you want to do and you will enter. So I typed extract, so you can see. So these are recently used tools. So it's still coming up. I don't know why it's taking time. Qgis is not responding at the moment. So yeah, so you can say here. So you can see extract layers instance. Let's say you want to extract data from a particular area of interest from the data, so you can use the extract. So any tool you want to use at all, you just come here in the present toolbox, you type that particular tool, and then you use it. That's all. So you can simply click on project and I have anything that do with projection that comes within project. So this is it over here on the menu bar. This is it over here. So it's supposed to, let me go to the plugins over here. So on that Qgis, we are supposed to see it in our repository. So I don't know why it's not coming up. So, but basically that's an intro. This is an intro to Qgis, and now you can install it and the interface, getting to know about the interface. So this is it here, guys. This is the processing tools I'm trying to search for in the other environment. So you can see. So here you can access different tools in your QGIS. So let me check. Okay. Well, guys, that will be all for now. So you can, I don't know why it's not coming up in that plugin. So probably, I don't know, probably it's my network also or something. So you, when you click on processing, you see this processing, then you click on it, then install. You see install plugin, but based on the fact that I have it on my machine already, so I don't need to install. I can always upgrade my plugins if I find it necessary to do so, if I want to do so. So guys, that's QGIS basically. That's it for today, guys. So make sure you leave your questions in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something today. But before you go, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more educative videos. See you next time.